Hello everyone and welcome back. Last run did pretty good, but I'm pretty sure that there's also room for improvement. So let's go with upping deep pockets a bit more, maximise that starting money. We haven't got anything to collect on the prophecies, I don't think. We've met Demeter, so we've got a couple of new prophecies have come in, but we haven't actually completed any of them yet. How are we doing for resources? Fine, we need 20 keys to unlock the next level of the mirror, so maybe this is a key run. I know what it is going to be, though. It is going to be a shield run. And, I mean, I still don't like the shield, but I have been doing some mucking about with it on my main save file. Attack and dash strike damage up, we don't really want that. Okay, we'll leave that alone for now. We'll just take the shield. For the keepsake, I'm tempted to stick with the chthonic coin purse and just start with a huge pile of money. But Jamie has left comments advising that I use Athena, and I've done shield runs on my main save using Athena, and had some interesting results. So we're going to try that out. Do I want to give Skelly some more nectar? No, I need to hold on to this nectar because I've still got other keepsakes I need to get. You can get more benefits from nectar, giving them more to people, but the first one is the most important because that gets you the keepsake. Alright, so Athena, as expected.
It's such a cruelty that you're...
Alright, your special is stronger and can deflect. That's what I wanted, but these are epic, so let's have a quick check. Don't value the cast. Oh, the dash, as you well know, I do value, but this is really important for making the build work. Doesn't matter if this is epic or not, epic just improves the damage and I'm not playing it for the damage, so we'll play for that later and we'll take Divine Flourish now.
Divine protection.
So, as you know, the shield has a secondary attack where you can toss it. Do I want to go for the Chaos Gate? Yeah.
Let me have it.
And with a hammer upgrade, you can improve the number of bounces. And with that Athena upgrade, while it's bouncing around, any projectile it hits, it's going to quite handily deflect back to whoever fired the projectile. So you can end up with a lot of incidental damage that way. Alright, what have we got here? Can't collect my cast, but get more max health. That's fine. Pauper's Eclipse, can't earn. That's fine. Afterwards, earn more from Darkness and Gems. Don't really need them. For the next 4 encounters, reduced range dash, more money. We'll go with that. And key. Said we needed keys. Alright, this room has got a bit more going on in it, so let's try that special I was mentioning. Alright, none of these use projectiles, so there's no point in it. But it should make the witching room a little bit easier anyway. I've been experimenting with that on my main save too, just to make sure that there's not quite so much horrendous and humiliating defeat going on there. Because at the end of the day, it is just one room. Okay, so now we've got projectiles, so we can take this slow, keep a distance, and just spam the special. That's going to mostly kill the projectile users before they get a chance to actually even fire, so that's working. Obviously it's not going to do so much for crystals, but you can only ask so much of a mythical titan slaying weapon from the dawn of time. Yeah, I'm going to be relying mostly on the special there to get in the damage, do damage safely. This is going to be quite a conservative run, so I should start using the casts though, even if I got to get into the habit of it, because it still helps. It means that enemies are going to take more damage while they've got the cast in them, so even if I haven't got anything on the cast, I need to get into the need to stay in the habit of using it. So you can see the casts are greyed out at the moment to show I can't collect them. Obviously that's because of the Chaos Boon. That one just became collectible as well. So yeah, keep distance and special. And Athena's little bonus on the special should be helpful in maintaining some sort of DPS. I don't want to visit the shop yet, so let's go with Darkness. Get a little bit of healing in. And of course mirror upgrades. Okay, oh, use the shield if I get the angle right to get some column damage down there as well. So yeah, you can see that the deflection is starting to come into play now. I can just fire their projectiles right back at them and get more bonus damage out of that. Works very nicely against the Hydra. as you might expect. Alright, Poseidon. Poseidon could work with this build. Poseidon's Call, again, is something I value. Poseidon's Call and Athena's Dodge, they just work pretty nicely by themselves, even if you haven't got anything to synergize with them. At least that's my perception of them so far, but of course, you learn games like this, and as you learn games like this, your ideas as to what is good and what is bad changes. Now my damage output here is really low, even if it is safe, so I'm toying with the idea of getting in there with the main attack and trying to do a little bit more harm. Let's see if we can't do something along those lines. Okay, once their shields are down, they can be stun locked, so they're a little bit easier. Right, can we get the wall slam damage in? Because that is what is going to be the real bonus here. As we know, the shield does not do too well on damage. You've got to get that wall slam or backstab damage in order to have any hope of really getting any sort of DPS out of it. Right, okay, so I always thought he was going to give us a duo then. Your attack deals more damage and knock foes away. That's fine for playing for the damage. Hydraulic Might, actually not bad if it's epic, and this early on, probably get a lot of benefit out of it. Your dash deals damage and knocks them away. I'm kind of holding out for the Athena dash. I think it's going to be one of these two. I feel like I could get something better on the attack, so I'm going to go with the dash. I'm not sure what I want on the attack, so maybe I should have just taken that, but I can play it a little bit loose while I'm still in Tartarus. By the time I come out of Asphodel, though, I should really be having something of a build coming together. Right, survival room, so this is going to be standard operating procedure. Avoid, dodge, get incidental damage from the dodge, and use the special to just keep up a little tick of damage. It's a little bit of a dangerous place to stand, so... Again, you don't want to be completely passive in a survival room, because otherwise enemies can just overwhelm you. Being able to take a few of them out is certainly helpful. Right, that area's getting hairy as well. Careful of the traps. Hairy. Just kiting, kiting, kiting. Ooh, did something hit me there? Alright, so that's coin. There was a trove here. More coin? Yeah, let's go for it.
You cannot escape.
So we've got an option of Nectar and Darkness next. Okay, this is... these troves are going to be pretty awkward with this build, just because it doesn't really kill things very quickly. So I'm going to have to think twice about picking up troves at the moment. I still think it's the right idea, because it's not like I can't do anything with it. It's not like that Exegriff versus Thanatos sort of situation, but troves aren't going to be as valuable. Nectar, I've already got Nectar, so we'll go with Darkness. Get a bit of healing in, and again, more for the mirror. Get that final extra life. Okay, keep distance. Do some dash attacks while I'm closing, or having to advance through hostile areas, because that will net me a lot more extra damage overall. But mainly, I want to be keeping my distance and using the special, because that is the safest way to play. Best of both worlds. Minimise the length of the encounter, and thus my standard axiom of the shorter I am in a fight, the less opportunity I have a chance to kill myself, while also playing it cautiously. I don't need to spend obols on healing right now, but I will take a loot box.
What do I get?
Light of Ixion. Alright, so we're going to get another Chaos Gate. Zeus could be nice. I mean, I've already got Athena on this, which is going to be my crowd control, and I don't want to be using that as my crowd control because it's just too slow. Yeah, I think I'll go with Sisyphus. If only because if I take Zeus, the game is probably going to try and give me more Zeus. So, either that or maybe it decides at the start of the run which Olympians you're mostly going to be getting. We'll see. Again, don't need specific healing, so I'll go with Darkness because that should be enough for a full heal, or close enough anyway. Yeah, full heal. We should get at least one more shot. I think next stage should be an opportunity to visit Karen's shop, and then it's the Furies. Nope, got a bit longer to go yet. Health or Pom? I'm going to go with Pom. I'm mostly playing Athena's special boon for the effect, not for the damage, but even if that gets leveled up, I'm not going to worry too much. Same with Poseidon. There's nothing here I specifically want leveling, but well, the Pom I think is going to be more valuable than the health. Even if it's just upgrading the incidental damage that I'm doing, just dashing around, that's still something. There we go.
Good enough to eat.
Do I want to put my money where my mouth is? I mean, special damage up. Yeah, because we can start getting that to actually be worth a damn. Enough Poms. Oh, do I want to go for another Pom? Oh, do I want to go for the Chaos Gate instead of Karen's shop? I don't need anything from Karen's shop. The Fury fight is going to be a little bit awkward just because of how low my DPS is. A Chaos Gate could really screw it up, so this could end up being a really short run. Let's get greedy. Let's find out. If this run ends on Tartarus, I will be... did it give Chaos Yes, I gave Chaos the first...
In the name of Hades.
I gave Chaos the first Nectar. Anytime you attack, get hit. No. Anytime you cast, get hit for -4, but afterwards the cast does more. Each time you special, but you get more cast. I think I can go with that. I haven't got anything on the cast yet, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to get anything. I'll get boons that could do something to the cast, and having that damage in place already would be helpful. Yeah. We'll go with that. Oh, God, now you're making me pick. Karen's shop or hammer? I think it's got to be hammer. I said earlier in this how the right hammer was really helpful here, and I think this kind of nets as an extra chamber. Maybe. No, the Chaos Chamber was the extra chamber. Okay, your special can construct 4 additional foes before returning. Excellent. So we've now got a very similar core set of upgrades to what I had doing a successful run with the shield on my main save file. Now obviously my main save file has certain other advantages, such as a far more heavily unlocked mirror. But let's see how this goes. So keep distance, try and get in a quick bit of, yeah, cheeky damage. So that Daedalus Hammer upgrade obviously isn't going to be particularly relevant just yet, but I probably want to keep my distance and play this one safe with the special. Yeah. You can see that the shield is doing a lot of bouncing. It'll do the crowd control just fine, and that little bit of extra damage is actually helpful. I don't know if it will still be helpful once we're in Asphodel, which is obviously the next level. The enemies are going to have a bit more HP, but we'll see. I mean, this is a very slow way of doing it, but you can get a nice bit of extra damage for sending her projectiles back at her. So this is a slow and safe way of doing this fight. The other thing you've got to be careful about is that while your shield is bouncing, obviously you can't use it, so you might want to be in a position where, oh, the enemy's right in front of me, I'll toss my shield. But your shield is still currently already bouncing around the map, so you miss that opportunity. Come on, do better at deflecting the projectiles back to her. There we go. Excellent job of crowd control as well. I don't need to worry about balancing being dangerously close to her with her avoiding her AoEs and attacking. I just need to avoid the AoEs and attack. And if anything, keep my distance from her. Okay, opportunity to get some big damage in with the deflects. Let's finish with a quick rush down. There we go. Easy meg fight. Easy meg fight. Long meg fight, but easy. So we get a little bit of healing off the darkness, and we're on to the next world. finish up the heal. Do I want to stick with Athena? I've got the boon that I wanted. I wouldn't mind picking up a dodge, but at the same time, I'm happy enough with Poseidon's dodge. The damage effect, when combined with knockback, is actually really helpful. So, I think I'm going to ditch the Owl Pendant. I don't know what I do want to pick up in its stead, though. We could take the coin purse now. I think that might be an idea. Use a keepsake to force a build, then we'll take the coin purse to try and just really max stuff out. What are the alternatives? There's no one else I particularly want to force. I'd like to force another hammer, but I don't think there's an artifact that does that. So yeah, I think we take the coin purse. Don't need any of the artifacts that help keep me alive just yet. And given that I've got so much money, do I want to spend some on a trove when troves aren't going to be as helpful? Might as well. There's a relative thing. 50 obols isn't that much when you're sitting on top of over 600 obols. But I don't want to get rid of either of my 2 boons. This is an unusual situation for me, coming out of Tartarus with only 2 boons. But they are boons that I'm actually using, so we'll see how this goes.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Did I hear a fishing point? I could have sworn I heard a fishing point. Nope, apparently not. Must have been cracking pottery. Okay, Hermes. I mean, as I said before, Hermes isn't someone you really build a strategy around, but you can polish something up. So if you can increase the speed of my special, that could be something. Go on. Go on, keep using your projectiles. I've got it all day. I don't really. I don't want these runs to be too long, so I've got to get a little bit aggressive. Just make sure that I clear the rooms out quickly as well, because even then, you know, as I've said, being fast does improve my odds of success somewhat. Now, again, I'm happy to just kind of keep my distance from threats. I want to focus down the Wave Maker, but I don't necessarily need to get close to it. I'll just use the shield, and I'll be happy with the incidental damage that the shield produces to other stuff as well. Again, that is begging the question of, did we get the Lambent Plume? Yes, we got the Lambent Plume. That is begging the question of, what are you going to do about that point damage you keep whinging about? And the answer is, I haven't got a clue. Probably try and get a good call. No. Your special is faster. Yeah, we'll go with that.
The haste of Hermes.
Darkness. Yeah, we'll go for that as well. If I take a little bit of damage in this, it won't matter because I can heal it up with the darkness effect and it's more fuel for the mirror. Boom. And the special is going nuts. Thank you, Hermes. Oh, got petrified for a moment there. Excellent.
Worthless.
Now to collect.
I disagree, Hades. I disagree most emphatically. Gems I don't really want. Nectar I don't really need. But we'll go with Nectar. If I like never see an Olympian, I can get up to like 10 Nectar and swap it for a diamond or something like that with the broker. I can't remember the exact exchange rates, but... Okay, witches. Nice thing about witches, they don't have too much in the way of hit points.
Don't keep me waiting.
Except for the elite ones, of course. You don't think there's elite ones here? That's an elite what? Reaver? Blood Reaver? Bloodless Reaver? Right. Okay. The thing to remember about the shield as well is it can't bounce if it doesn't have line of sight to an enemy. So... it's not a huge amount you can do at that, but there is strategy beyond just chucking the shield repeatedly and hoping it hits something. If you're able to launch it at specific angles, you might have a better time. So Poseidon and Athena are the 2 that we're already using. I don't care about obols, I've got plenty of obols. I need to spend some of my obols, but I don't feel like I need to spend them on anything specific yet. I just need to get rid of the pile, and the pile isn't doing any harm. So we're going to go with this trial. I'll probably take Poseidon first because Never had to dodge Athena before, so... Or at least if I have done, I don't remember it. So we'll find out what we've got to do to survive. Your attack, your cast... your boons with knockback effects also rupture foes. That'll be helpful for stacking on the dash. Because the dash, of course, now does knockback. Yeah, we'll go with that. Not really what I was hoping for. I wanted the call, but... So what does she do? Does she just send some AoEs? Does she may spawn projectiles? Alright, so she makes some of her goons invulnerable. Fair enough. Okay, that makes sense. In that case, Athena should actually be... Okay, is that also... Was there also some sort of projectile there? Not that I see. Maybe off the lava for a bit too long there. Let's get out of here. Find a bit more space. Use the cast. And use the special. Distance. There we go. Okay. That wasn't too bad.
You see, I have my father's temper, Zagreus.
Cast, no. Your abilities that can deflect also make foes exposed. I mean, I could just be getting in a lot of accidental, not incidental, but accidental backstab damage with that special, so maybe. I mean, it's better than anything else there, I think. Cast damages foes in a small area and can deflect. So that's stack. No, I've not got anything on my cast yet. For some reason, I thought I had Poseidon on my cast. Artemis or Demeter? I don't really value either of those. If I had a reroll, this is where I'd be using it. But who's more likely to be helpful on the attack? Oh yeah, I've got to remember that I've got that as well. I keep forgetting that you can do that with the shield. I mean, that's knockback as well, isn't it? So, we'll go with Artemis. I think Artemis is... No, Demeter. Demeter's got some better stuff overall. Demeter's cast might be helpful here. If Demeter's cast is going to be helpful, then that'll be something. Now, I haven't got a target-rich environment here, so the special might not be the way to go. But at the same time, the Gorgon Head has a very nasty habit of just wandering off over that lava field where you can't get at it. So using the special to deflect its projectiles back to it is going to be a good way of keeping up the damage output. See what I mean? Both about its extremely inconsiderate positioning and using the projectiles. Oh, what the... Oh, okay, yeah, I was standing right on where the projectile spawned, fair enough. Okay, let's just put some casts into you and then finish the job.
I didn't catch her name. Got
Demeter's Frostbitten Horn, haven't I? Yes. Okay. Let's see what we've got. Okay, Demeter's Call isn't too bad. Your attack is stronger and inflicts chill. We'll go with Demeter's Call.
Cooled me off.
I would rather have something that had a little bit more actual just direct damage to it, but Demeter's Call works. So yeah, good call from Jamie on combining the shield with Athena boons. Oh, I do like using the enemy's own stuff against them. Excellent. That's my key. Have we got anything else in here? There's a well. Okay. Nothing else.
Anything I need?
Foe slain. Infernal Trove. Traps. Don't value any of this. I'll buy one of these though, because again, if you're sitting on top of a big enough pile of money, it's just, is it worth quibbling? You know, a few extra gems, get the mirror up more powerful. We do still need more gems, but we still need more darkness as well. And darkness will provide a bit of healing, which I need. And is this the witch chamber? No, it is not. It's the other donut chamber. Okay, so there is a blood well there.
More skull crushers.
I can't think of any of the boons at the moment I actually want to wash away. This is a really boon sparse build right now. A few good boons. Just did the call there right at the end. If I'm going to be using the call aggressively, I could do with a couple of boons that'll work with it. Yeah, all of these are good. Or at least all of these are being used. I don't think there's anything else here. Yeah, there's the trove. Even more money! Well, on the plus side, so long as this run makes it to STYX, I might be able to like buy some Titan blood or something. Deflect all the projectiles. Deflect the bombs, deflect the purple things, deflect the petrification bolts, deflect everything. And there you can see Demeter's Call. You basically put down an area of effect that'll chill enemies and damage them, and it grows over time. It's not very good, but it's a call. If I was going to wash anything away, it would probably be that. Okay, Pom or Hydra? Sorry, Pom or Shop? I'm actually thinking Shop. I want the Pom, but... you know what, I don't need the Shop. I can beat the Hydra like this. So I'm going to go with the Pom. And I might even have one more opportunity. No, this is the last level before the Hydra. Wishful thinking. Okay.
Power of Olympus.
So again, can crank the special damage even further. I think I'm definitely going to take that. Yeah, everything else is fine, but... I will say this for Athena, her stuff does level quite well. When you start putting poms on it, you do get a lot more poke.
I will keep coming back, just like your stupid heads.
Yep. So again, splash damage for... well, dash damage for trying to get this over with quickly. And we'll then switch to special for when dealing with the heads and just basically chip away at them all at the same time. The end result will be that each individual hit will not be that much, but we'll be doing lots of hits at once, which is sort of the definition of crowd control. But in this case, when you factor in things like being able to deflect the projectiles back, I think we've got a good case for... I mean, yeah, that's not really doing much for the call. That is nothing compared to what you can get out of Poseidon's Call, let's be honest. Yeah, if I think I get the opportunity to, I am washing that Demeter Call away. I'm not entirely sure what I thought it would do, but it certainly isn't doing it. Right, stage 2 down, stage 3 up, and then stage 4. Okay, fine, taking a little bit of chip damage here and there, that's not a problem. I'm going to get a big pile of darkness out of beating the Hydra anyway, so that'll get me a lot of healing, and then there's the fountain immediately afterwards. I don't want to drop a life on the Hydra, but I can drop a lot of health on the Hydra and still come out of this fight with basically full health. Being a bit more respectful of the Hydra now and trying to use the special to keep my distance. There we go. Alright, stage 4. So here's the real test. Okay. Yeah, we're getting a lot of bouncing around. Damage is coming up nicely. My dash is actually doing a surprisingly helpful amount of incidental damage. I might want to consider getting some bombs on there. That wasn't the best place to use the call, but it was a place to use the call. And, you know, it got me some benefit. Alright, so stage 4 is clearing up nicely. Let's finish it up. A little bit early on the call there. Alright, stage 4 down. Stage 5. Let's stick the Hydra with some extra damage tags. And yeah, this is too slow. Let's go in for the attack. When the Hydra's winding up for its next one, use the special after it's finished its attack. Get in and do a little bit of damage. Reset the... Alright, she's winding up. There we go. Done. Not as clean as I would have liked, but I will freely admit I was playing a bit sloppy there. I was not playing at my best, because I knew I could beat this, and I knew that there wouldn't be too much punishment for taking too much damage, because yeah, darkness equals health, and fountain tops me off.
Shall be short-lived.
Could try a different one.
Okay, so this is where we need to start worrying. The build does not have particularly good point damage yet. I think when I did this on my main save, I had Poseidon's Call and a Hermes Boon, which improved the rate of call regeneration. So I could reliably do damage with the special, plus the call regeneration meant that I could get the call off regularly and use it as my main damage source. That ain't happening here. Let's force Poseidon and see if we can't get his call. Is there anything else that could work? Ares would work. Ares' call might work, but I don't have his keepsake. I could play for the Harpy Feather Duster to stay alive, but yeah, I think Poseidon is probably the way to go here. Yeah. Do I want to get rid of any of this? No. 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 Maybe. Yeah, why not? I mean, if I'm going to get a Chaos Gate, I might as well get a Chaos Gate early in Elysium while I've still got plenty of health and loads of lives, and I'm well away from Asterius and Theseus.
Enough of this place.
Chaos, like Hermes, you can't do much to build a strat around him. And unlike Hermes, you don't know for certain what you're going to get and what it's going to cost you.
Elysium.
But, you know, I value him somewhat. I mean, let's see what the other options are. Hammer and health. Alright, I think a hammer is definitely going to be of more help here than Chaos is. So, hammer it is. Ideally, we want something to replace the charge attack that I never use.
Can't do that.
Okay. How's all this? Okay, so... knockback, as per usual, a lot more helpful now. It can be difficult to get the knockback in ASPHODEL because a lot of the level is surrounded by lava. So you don't have a sort of perimeter wall that you can easily bash people into. You've got to be chucking them into scenery. Whereas here, if you push them in a straight line long enough, you will eventually be able to get that wall smash damage in. So worth remembering that. Excellent. During your dash, your special is faster and deals more damage. Okay. After your special hits, no. I mean, that's more of a switch hit going on, which I was doing with the Hydra. That's the one, I think.
Never been a finer shield.
Right, anything else? Nope. Alright, what are the decisions? Pom or health? We'll go with Pom. I want some more health, but I feel like this build, as it usually does by the time I reach Elysium, needs a little bit more. And I think that hammer was enough. Yeah. That hammer was enough. If the special can now kill the eyeballs in 2 hits, it's doing well enough. Getting it to do a little bit better would certainly be beneficial, but is by no means necessary. it also means that even against Theseus and Asterius, we should be getting in a little bit more damage. And probably enough. The fight is going to last a while. The Asterius-Theseus fight isn't going to be a quick fight, but I think I can win it. Your boons with knockback of rupture foes, your call crits. Do I want to upgrade that? No, I want to get rid of it. Your abilities that deflect make foes exposed. Bonus backstab damage, that's the only thing in there that I'm particularly excited about. But again, I'm using the dash, so...
Extra blessing.
I mean, I'm wondering if I might want to try and get a Poseidon boon on my attack just for the sake of hitting them with a knockback. But mind you, my regular knockback also... Yeah, my regular attack already does knockback, so I can already hit him with rupture. Okay, let's see. Can I fight someone else for a little while and charge my God Gauge and then hit them with my call? Apparently not. Not for much longer he ain't. Oh, I hate the shielded ones. I can deal with most of the exalted, but the shielded ones just really are a pain in the backside for me. Especially once they get in a corner like that. Yeah, Demeter's call, not cutting it. If I get the chance to wash it away, I'm washing it away. I mean, I'm definitely going to use it in the meantime. It's not literally nothing, but it's not going to be enough. Get the backstabs in, try and do at least something with the wall slam damage. Right.
Surely my cleverness comes from your...
Okay, have we got a duo boon? We've got a duo boon. Unsatiable. Boss damage reduction, 10%. No, that's not very helpful. No. Boons with knockback effects deal damage to bosses. Alright, none of this is actually helpful. So that's another trash boons to be washed away. I will take that just for the extra damage on the attack. I'm not using the attack to do damage, I'm using the special. I mean, that might be enough. Zeus, not going to be helpful. Finally visit the shop. Okay, quarter palm. We'll take the quarter palm first to maximise the chance it lands on something helpful. Hang on, blinding flash. No, that was not helpful. We'll take the heal because why the hell not?
Now, here's something for you.
Okay, and another useless boon.
You must have paid the boatman's ransom here.
Yeah, this isn't great. Special is 20% stronger. Yeah, I don't want to replace that. Because I've got plenty of extra damage on the special already, and I don't want to be chancing the crits. The cast seeks foes. Useless. Useless. Yep, all shit. I mean, not literally useless, but no, I need something better than that. The Hermes might actually be the key here. So I want to get rid of those boons as soon as possible. If I spot a blood well, I'm getting rid of them, because one thing that this build has done well is minimise the amount of trash boons, and it's now accumulating trash boons. The extra damage is helpful, but it's not enough to offset the fact that Aegis is such a low damage weapon to begin with. So yeah, the extra damage on the attack, just not helpful. Not worth it. I would rather guarantee that my POMs land on something helpful. Yep, the special isn't exactly high damage, but it is safe. And it is high enough damage. Alright, what you got for us? Move faster, yeah. God Gauge charges up automatically. Go with that. Do I hear a fishing point? Yes, I do.
Here's something to remember, fishies.
Ah, damn it.
No fish this time.
Oh, did it go straight under on the first time there? Patroclus. Yeah, if it's Patroclus or coin, I'll go Patroclus. I don't really want either of those. Again, that would be another nice opportunity to re-roll. Another ability that you get with the mirror is to swap these around.
What's the use?
We've got all of that yet. That's fine. Not using the attack. Again, Patroclus is normally really, really helpful, but for this build, no. Don't need the gems. I'm going to conserve health and try and get a bit of healing in. Okay, Bloodwell. Excellent. Chance to get rid of some of these boons before I start getting more poms. What is a crystal that can only make enemies invulnerable when it has no enemies to make invulnerable? It is simply a crystal. And what do crystals do under pressure?
Do not so much as think about it.
Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't have gone for that one purely because there's like only one hit point to be gained, but let's kill a few things. Yeah, I'm sure I see enemies drop coins sometimes. Maybe that's a boon, or maybe it only happens on the regular enemies within the level.
Enough, I've better things to do.
I'm sure you do. Back on full health anyway. That's the one I like, that's the one I like, that's one I don't like. Can get rid of that. Bugger off, Artemis. Not for this build. I've been saying I want extra health, so let's go for that. And obviously the extra damage on the attack isn't hurting, but I'm not. It's the dash attack and the boons that are doing the real harm here, not the actual damage. Especially that dash. That dash is really helpful. I don't very often play the dashes for the damage effect that you get on the dash, but it is definitely helpful with Poseidon because you can then stack it alongside the wall slam damage. One thing I really dislike about Demeter's Call is that you can't drop multiple ones at once, and that sort of feels like something that would really make it more useful. You can just create a area of slow death that if the enemies are in, they will be gradually consumed. I mean, obviously it's going to be a lot more powerful if you stack it with the boon that causes enemies to explode and take a load of damage if they get chill stacked on them 10 times. Because if they're in that vortex, they're going to get chill stacked on them 10 times quickly and probably repeatedly. Yeah, might as well. And yeah, definitely. Given that I'm using the special a lot, I'll get value out of that. We'll go with the shop and hope that it has a pom, because I want the pom more than I want the shop. But given that this is the last stop before Theseus and Asterius, well, we're at least in the right family. Health upgrade, definitely good, yeah.
Yes.
Another shot at unshakable metal. I don't think there's anything else that I particularly want, so yeah.
Combined might.
Right, haven't beaten them yet. The plan is going to be hangback and special.
You are just in time.
So all.
And who are you?
That is not hanging back. Okay. I'm getting in the damage. There's a slight pause when you chuck the shield, so I've got to be careful to make sure that I'm not chucking the shield at the point when Theseus is trying to line up his shot, because otherwise he has a much better chance of actually pulling it off. It's probably better to use the call against Theseus than it is Asterius, because Theseus is a lot less mobile. Asterius is of course jumping around the mapper everywhere. Theseus moves, but Asterius tends to move a lot more quickly and a lot more often. You can also bounce the shields off walls, which is helpful for defeating Theseus, bypassing his shield. Come on, Minotaur.
Not yet.
I mean, I did say this was going to be a slow fight, but I would probably be able to beat him. And what happened to using the call against Theseus? I want to minimise the damage against Theseus, but given that I'm using chaining attacks, that seems like a lost battle. When these two die, they'll be dying together. When they go into pinch mode, they'll be going into pinch mode roughly together. That's going to make things a bit more difficult, but c'est la vie. Do, however, remember to use the casts. Clunk, 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 clunk. Okay. Asterius was winding up there, but... There we go. Managed to break his charge. Ah, the drunken master. Okay. Just keep dodging and keep going. Oop. I'm getting hangover inflicted on me, which isn't the end of the world. Okay, Minotaur down. Chill out. Come on. Oh, this fight's taking forever, but it's nearly over. And I didn't lose a life. I've barely taken any hits. But again, that shield is the... There we go. Whew. I mean, that was certainly the easiest Asterius and Theseus fight that I've done so far on this run.
Thank you for your support, my shade.
But, again, probably the longest.
Don't make me come up there, boy.
Which to choose?
Now, I'm not sure what I want to go with here, because ultimately Skelly's Lucky Tooth amounts to 75 extra health. You lose all of your existing health, you get an extra 75. That's pretty much all that is. Well, it's in the guise of an extra life. I'm not convinced how helpful it is. Adding it to your life total instead seems like it would actually be the more sensible play, because every time you come back with an extra life, it's based on the percentage of your life total, so you might end up with more life. I think I've mentioned this before, and I have never bothered to do the mathematics and figure out the break-even point. I could try call... No, I can't call Athena because I've already swapped out her item. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the old spiked collar. Give that a try rather than having a not quite real extra life. But, I mean, it might also be that depending on the percentage, that is actually better. Actually, I think it might be once it's leveled up, so we'll take that and level it, because I think you come back with, what, 30%? So, assuming that you've picked up a few health upgrades and you're starting at 100 health instead of 50, then... I don't want to get rid of that. I feel like that might have been doing a lot more help than I've been giving it credit for. Yeah, I'll leave that. So yeah, if Skelly's Tooth brings you back at 75, it's probably about equal at the moment, but once it's leveled up, it brings you back at 100. And at that point, yeah, unless your health is well over 200, Skelly's Tooth is probably better than the extra health. But mind you, then you get the extra health each time you use the extra life. Because each time you die, your life total, your maximum life, obviously is still higher. So if you've got 2 extra lives, you get the benefit twice. Whereas with Skelly's Tooth, you only get the benefit once. I'm just good enough at maths to realise how bad I am at maths. I'm actually kind of tempted to take these Poms early. Let's see what's here. Demeter don't value, Poseidon do value, but it's going to be an elite one. Rest of these, health, yeah, I'll take that. Okay. Do I want to re-roll my hammers? Swap 1 random hammer for 2. Again, I'm always paranoid with that about the behaviour of the weapon changing completely, and I'm going to relearn it before the fight with Cerberus, before the fight with Hades. Let's go with Poseidon's boon. This is the only boon here that I know I want, and I'm going to have to be really cautious about getting it because obviously these are elite tunnels, but these confined spaces work really well with Poseidon because if you've got knockback, you're going to be doing wall slam damage regularly. Just like that. So yeah, the attack is actually proving kind of helpful there, and I think that the knockback you get with Poseidon's attack boon is going to be a lot more than you get with just the vanilla knockback that Aegis is just capable of. I'll have to look at the aspects of it and see if there's anything that works particularly well with the special. I know that the next aspect gives you bonuses to your attack after you successfully hit with the special, but that's not quite what I'm after. I just want the special to be better if we're going for these sorts of builds. Okay, that's a giant satyr. That is not what I wanted. Okay, that is really not what I wanted. These things are horrendous, especially when they're elite, because you can't stun lock them, and yeah. Okay. Deflect projectiles back at it. Okay, that was really nasty. That was really, really nasty.
In the name of Hades.
Flood shot. I mean, at epic level, yeah. Your boons with knockback effects deal damage to bosses. Slamming foes into barriers creates a watery blaster in the area. This would be this is really fun in these small rooms. But I need to start thinking about beating Hades. I can beat these rooms without extra help. I need something that's going to help me beat Hades, and that is probably that. But with this, you can get some pinball stuff going. you can clear out entire rooms by just dashing through them. It's absolutely wonderful. Couple it with the boon that lets you start with some God Gauge. It's nuts. Your special is stronger and can deflect. So that's basically the final touch of polish on that main strategy, which I think will still be helpful against Hades. Like Asterius and Theseus, it would be a long fight, but it should do the trick. Definitely don't want it on Demeter's Aid. Could be helpful on Floodshot, but we'll go that way. Breaking Wave. Mission's Bounty. I mean, it's too late in the run for that to be helpful, but it is fated. No, we'll pick it up another time earlier in the run. I don't want to replace anything, so I'll take that. I did say it could be a lot of fun. Oh, I meant to pick up the Pom.
I can use this.
Okay, maybe? Probably. No. Final dash it is. Right, this is good. I feel like I can face Hades like this. With a heal, obviously. So I'm going to go for the extra health.
Here goes.
Yeah, haha, that's what I'm talking about. That's what Daddy likes. Okay.
Get out.
So much AoE. So little risk. Okay. Okay, Satyrs. Bit more of a problem in that it took slightly longer to kill them. I'm not going to have to fight a big one now, though, I don't think. Because the The only other... Oh, hello. Well, I said I felt comfortable about fighting Hades in this state, so...
Just allows whatever this stuff is.
Do I go for it now? I'm not going to bother going for Demeter. Where's the fishing point? There's the fishing point. I'm not going to bother going for Demeter. I don't need those elite bosses like the giant satyrs and the tiny vermin in my life just before a Hades run. Well, Hades shot. The other stuff, it's a question of risk and investment. I've got a fair amount of health now. Do I want to gamble some of that health on a pom? I don't want to gamble it on obols. I haven't really got any other options for healing, and I don't think I want to gamble it on a pom. I don't think one pom is going to make much of a difference in the Hades fight. Alright, let's see if we can get this run home. I feel like we can. Fall back, keep distance, use special. Now this sort of thing, getting in, I'm going to be tempted to do it, especially towards the end of the fight when he's just putting so much shit on the screen that I know I don't stand a chance of dodging it all, so I just want to kill him quickly. I may not be good at the game, but I make sure that I play the game in a manner that compensates for my weaknesses. But the cast is going to be another major bit as well. The cast is doing plenty of damage.
Out of my damn way.
So this is going to be a rangy fight, I think. Keep distance from Hades, use casts. Couldn't get rid of the call, so use it anyway.
We had no recourse at the time.
Right. Wish me luck. Oh, you can't deflect those right back at him. That's a pity. Okay. Cast in. Cast is going to be doing the rupture as well, which is going to be a nice little DOT on him.
I know where you
Can use the special to help keep the skulls clear as well. Oh, dashed into where he was. I should avoid dashing when he's invisible so that when he appears I can make sure that I'm dashing out of his attack. Little thing, but it's going to be an important thing. I don't mind spending a cast to get rid of the skulls a bit. Ooh, you cheeky bugger. He's going to go... Okay, managed to get a fair amount of damage on him with that, but yeah, Demeter's Call is just not very good. I mean, that was the maxed out one, and what did it do? Let's be honest, not a lot.
Liar. Why should I trust a single word you say?
Again, we're going to make use of the casts, going to clear out his minions because they don't respawn endlessly, and they actually stand a chance of... Oh, okay, but I've got to keep an eye on him to avoid that sort of thing. Don't go to pieces. This is where it starts getting difficult. He's getting faster than my comfort zone. Those mooks are giving me anxiety. Right, the mooks are gone. And I feel like I'm slower again. Okay, there he is, coming up behind me. Yeah, I always feel like I'm slower on these Hades fights. I don't know if it's just because I regularly get Ignited Ichor just before the fight or what, but... that damage, yeah, the chip just isn't quite enough. And I'm not sure what else I've got that I can do really, apart from the regular attacks. So I think I'm going to have to start using the regular attacks. This low risk style was good at the start, but now he's got more things on the field and he's moving more quickly and he's being more aggressive. I think we've reached the point where I'm just giving him more opportunities to kill me. That said, that God Gauge auto-filling is not irrelevant to this. So I don't know.
A wasted effort.
In certain respects, I feel like this is working. In other respects, I can see that it's not going to be working much longer, or it's going to start forcing me to play in a way that I am not very good at playing the game. One or t'other. I mean, I've got rid of the mooks, so that's something. That's the second wave of mooks. But I can't get rid of all of this stuff that he's piling up. The call isn't helpful. I think when I did this run on my main save file with this similar build, I actually had Poseidon's call, and that was my main point damage, and that is how I was able to beat Hades.
Focus on yourself.
But I don't have that now. Let's try and clear out some of these skulls just so that, yeah, there we go, that's much better. Okay, can dodge out of the way of that, that's fine. I need to be trying to get backstab damage in on Hades as well. See, I can't get a second call off, and it really annoys me because I feel like I should be able to.
You strike at your own father. What choice does that leave me?
Okay, second health bar. Here's where shit gets real. I'm not sure if I've got it in me to beat this. We'll find out.
Out of my sight.
Okay, he's charging up for his big... Oh, come on! See, stuff like that really pisses me off because I was trying to play that smart and destroy the skull, and then obviously the skull... No, I just don't have the point damage here. Again, comes back down to point damage and not having enough of it. But the cast is not... I feel like I should be able to do this. I've said it a couple of times, I feel like I should be able to do this fight. But I can't. I just don't have the damage output. I don't have the damage output to control the field. And without that, yeah. This second stage, I could get away with the first stage playing it hyper conservative. The second stage I can't. Let's give it a try. It's the best option I've got, is basically just stay the hell away from him, ignore him, avoid his attacks by simply not letting him near me, and just rely on ping. Okay, so can I get the casts in as well? If I can get the casts in, I can rely on ping a bit more reliably, because he'll be taking extra damage because of the mark. But you can see, yeah, 40 damage a pop is not going to cut this. Casts back, and when he starts getting the skulls up as well, that's when things become really problematic. Let's get the casts in. I'm going to save at least... I don't think the cast effect actually stacks, so as long as he's got at least one cast in him, I can try and save the others for using on the skulls. Okay, he's going to summon minions now. Nope, is he not? Oh, damn it. Can't afford to take hits like that. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I tried to get into cover, but... eh. No, I stand by what I said there. I think I possibly could have done that, but... no, I didn't have the damage output. Demeter's Call was not up to the job. I took Demeter's Call without thinking too much because basically I thought it was a lot better than it was. I completely misremembered it. But no, Demeter's Call is probably among the weakest of the things that she can do. Demeter's quite big about stacking the chills and doing a lot of damage that way, slowing down enemies. So, yeah, didn't really get what I needed. I needed a good call, or I needed something else on the attack. But once again, I maintain, I hate the shield. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Got anything that we can buy here? No, nothing yet that I care about. Hello, Megara. They're having a conversation, handing the rewards to the head chef.
Totally worth it.
Anything for the wretched broker. So you'll give me 3 chthonic keys for 25 darkness. I'll take that. Nothing else I'm particularly interested in. Well, that run could have gone better, but it could have gone a lot worse. It demonstrates one way that you can play with the shield. We just didn't get the final piece of the puzzle that was needed, and that final piece of the puzzle was some way of consistently doing big hits of damage. The shield cannot do that without some sort of modification, unless maybe you're using the charge dash thing. Maybe that'll be what I try the next time I do a shield run, which hopefully won't be for a long, long time. It definitely won't be tomorrow, but I'll see you then.